catch me howling at the moon. Trying to catch me howling at the moon. Trying to catch me howling at the moon. Trying to catch me howling at the moon. When it rains, it pours. Water's up to my chin. Won't stop fighting to the very end. Many men try to reach it. Many men have failed. Well, if you wanna get to heaven, you gotta raise a little hell. And I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. Facing on a sleepless night. Will you find me? Hope you find me. I'll be back home soon. When the sun rises, when the sun we're trying to catch me howling at the moon. Trying to catch me howling at the moon. We're trying to catch me howling at the moon. Trying to catch me. Trying to catch me. Trying to catch me howling at the moon. Trying to catch me. Trying to catch me howling at the moon.
I'm here, I guess. I still don't know if I'm here yet. I still don't know if I'm here yet. This this weather, right? But all things work for the Creator. You know how hard it was to understand that coming up? Shoot, even as an adult, we go through stuff. We go through trials and tribulations. Like, oh man, why is it gotta happen to me? I'm looking at this flooding and flooding and flooding and flooding. I'm like, my gosh. But, you know, when you on a well, all this extra water is a good thing. Right? How y'all doing? Hopefully everybody's doing all right. What's up, JW? What's up, Nix? What's up, Angela? Hey, Aunt Margaret, Roses, Kelly, and even Nightbot. What's up, Nightbot? Hey, Brandy. So I'm here. Don't know for how long, to be perfectly honest. You know, it's been kind of touch and go. You know, when you live in a rural area, there's so many pluses. But some of the minuses are rural areas tend to get overlooked by, like, you know, infrastructure, planning, and stuff like that. So, it's touch and go, but we still here, right? We still here. What's up, Nymphe? How's it going? So, man, what y'all been up to? And, you know, the sun is out. It's a little breezy, but not threateningly breezy like it's been the last few days. So I said, you know what, let me go ahead and go live because I don't know what tonight is going to hold, right? And let that be a lesson, y'all. Like, shoot, never put off. They used to always say this coming up. Never put off to tomorrow what you can do today. But then sometimes you're like, man, why do it today if I can put it off to tomorrow? You know? Shoot. But I'm like, shoot. Let me get on here because I had wanted to see if Lex wanted to get on and have Bible study, have Hoodoo church tonight. You know, see, we have Hoodoo church tonight, but who knows what tonight gonna hold. Who knows? So let's do it now. Let's do it now. But it is something I want to touch on with y'all, right? I want to show y'all my potato harvest. I planted potatoes, right? And y'all know I love to use stuff as a teachable moment. Love to. So I planted some potatoes. And I went and look, here's my potatoes. Look at this. Now I'm not gonna clown on my little bite-sized potatoes. I may have enough for like a fancy dish. You know, when you go to them fancy restaurants, they give you a little bit of stuff, right? I may have enough for maybe an order of tater tots, maybe. But let me tell y'all, man, I studied growing potatoes. I mean, I watched countless videos and I'm watching them dump potatoes upon potatoes out of bags. And I'm like, yeah, oh, absolutely. That's what I'm about to do. I read blogs on homesteading and farming. And I thought I knew what there was to know about tater growing. I thought I knew it, y'all. I was like, shoot, you can't tell me nothing. I could have got on, I could have got on a message board and been like, you know what? If you asking about growing potatoes, I can tell you about growing potatoes. And then I went online. I bought the little fancy potato growing bag, the one with the little window where you can peel down and watch your bountiful harvest of potatoes grow. And after waiting for months and seeing the sprouts and tending to them, this is what I got. This is what I got. And the lesson in that is, the one thing I did not do, was ask somebody who has grown potatoes how to grow potatoes. That's the one thing I didn't do. And the reason I'm using my limited time with y'all to tell y'all this is because there was a comment in the comment section. I forgot what the video was about. I think I was talking about, the importance of some type of mentorship when it comes to Hoodoo. And the person said, well, I prefer to teach myself because there's so many scammers and flim-flammers out. And I'm like, I completely understand that. But if you're teaching yourself, how do you know that what you're teaching is correct? That's what they said. And I said, and their response was, well, I have my own opinion about that. And hey, that's great. You can have your own opinion. But the thing is, though spirituality is its own animal, it still conforms to rules. People, for some reason, think when it comes to spirit and spirituality, rules are out the window, right? Things like it takes time to get good at something. Things like, there's going to be a certain amount of failure in the beginning when you're starting something new. Things like, you could actually benefit from listening to somebody who knows what they're talking about. I saw it with my taters. Now, did I get some results? Yeah, I got some results. But how much better would it have been if I'd have had a guiding hand, someone going, you know what? Yes, all that you've read and watched, yeah, that's all well and good, but the land down here is a little bit different. See, I've grown potatoes down here, and down here you need to do X, Y, and Z, or A, B, and C, or 1, 2, 3, whatever y'all want to have there, so you hear what I'm saying. So, and I see that going on in the Hoodoo community. People will spend years watching videos and reading books, but yeah, you're gonna get some results, some. And you may even do like my sister in the chat, Nick's Morningstar, who's always, helping to hype me up, and I appreciate that. She's like, those some nice looking taters. Yeah, they are. But I was kind of looking for something else. After, people who farm always have this joke, like when it comes to chickens, because when it comes to chickens, you're going to spend the money to buy the chickens, but then you're going to be buying feed. Sometimes the eggs they lay have real brittle shells, so you have to buy calcium to help strengthen their shells. You have to buy a chicken coop, and if you buy a prefab chicken coop, that thing's going to run you a rack easy. If you build it yourself, it's going to be a little bit less, but you're going to still have like labor involved, right? And so people always joke when they get their first egg. So like, I finally got an egg after months and months and months. I've got an egg, and this egg cost me probably about $4,000. And so, yeah, you get this time and effort put in, and it's like, oh man, I'm happy that I got something, but you know, I would have rather my time and effort been yielded a greater output. And this is the result of a lot of people's self-taught hoodoo right here, to be perfectly honest. It is. This is the result of a lot of people's self-taught hoodoo. And so, I don't know, man. I look at things and, we as a community never seem to want to put, and I don't want to say money, but why do we shy away from talking money when it comes to spirituality? We never seem to want to put our money where our mouth is. Not everybody, because, you guys have been very supportive, but a lot of folks, I'll just teach myself because I don't want to get scammed. And nobody wants to get scammed. Nobody wants to put time and energy and money into something that turns into a whole lot of nothing. But the thing of it is this, man, we always seem to want to live in fear. It does like a cherry, right? We always seem to want to live in fear. And I'm telling you, the problem with living in fear, and nobody even wants to look at it as fear. They want to look, oh, well, I'm just cautious. And yeah, caution and fear, well, they some kin to each other. And the thing about fear is supposed to stop you from ending. Okay? Fear is what stops you from walking into that rattlesnake and getting ended. Fear is supposed to stop you from ending. It's not supposed to stop you from beginning. And that's why I see in the spiritual community, it tends to stop a lot of people from beginning. Just a little food for thought. Just a little food for thought. Y'all can take it how you want to. Take it how you want to. But I'm still grateful. Just like I'm grateful for all this rain. Although it does have me a little gun shy because I'm looking out here and I see the wind blowing. And I'm like, ooh, please. Because our little country electric company has been taking a hit. Y'all, it has been taking a hit. And, they've been on it. They've been on it. But, our little rural power company can only handle so much. And they out here working. And I'm like, please, y'all, please. Because I know they done some patch jobs. More so than repairing, they have done some patch jobs. And I'm sitting here like, please, y'all, please don't let this wind blow down y'all's patches. Let me get on here and talk to the people. What's up, Rochelle? What up, Coco? Hey, sis. Hey, Teresa, how are you? What's up, honey's child? What's going on? So, I don't know. We'll see. We may have Hoodoo Church this evening. Well, not Hoodoo Church. This evening, y'all, I don't know if we gonna have church. This evening, y'all, I don't know if we gonna have service. This evening, we might be having church. We're gonna learn to give thanks because we still here. We are still here through the storm. One thing that I have learned these past few days is this. If you got to give thanks for weathering the storm because it didn't have to be that way. It did not. Things could have gone left here at Hoodoo Central real fast. Real fast. Things could have gone left. So I'm thankful for weathering the storm. And you know what? And when the next night, the storm started blowing again. The next night. And guess what? I didn't have that same reaction. I didn't. Because we all gonna go through storms. It may be an actual physical weather type situation. It may be a situation of maybe the storm you're going through is health. Maybe the storm you're going through is loss of a loved one. Maybe the storm you're going through is a breakup. Maybe the storm you're going through is financial difficulty. Maybe the storm you're going through is court. Maybe who knows? We all going through storms. But life, man, do you know what type of life it is? Always being afraid of the storm. Life ain't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning how to dance in the rain. So shoot, when the power came back on, I downloaded some movies. I said, you know what? Shoot, the next time the power go out, I ain't gonna fret. I have one of these little gimmicks that you hang in front of the door that keeps the bugs out. So you can have the door open, let the breeze in, and the bugs are out. I said, next time the power is out, I'm going to sit back. I'm going to watch my downloaded movie. I'm going to open up the windows, let this country wind blow through. And I'm just going to keep on living, keep on dancing. Lord knows I have enough candles. Shoot. And I ain't afraid of the dark afraid of me. We can't keep living in fear, y'all. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me. The Creator, known by many names, the Most High, our spirits, our ancestors. We think, well, I'm just gonna have this altar, and y'all just gonna whatever. Well, what about the time you not at the altar when you kept them strong and they have circled around you, y'all? When I got up that next day and I said, let me go see all this damage. Let me go see how many chickens I done lost. Let me go see this. Chicken coop lost a couple of shingles. You know, they in their waterlogged, but they still happy and clucking. I showed y'all in that video, tree after tree after tree has fallen, but not one fell across the boundary line of Hoodoo Central. And I did not pat myself on the back. That has been a folly of mine in the past. Yes, I am the formerly alcohol-fueled Georgia whoop-ass machine. Yes, I am the global icon and the national treasure. But guess what? It wasn't me. It was the ancestors. Protections held, and through the grace of the Most High, I'm still here. And each and every one of y'all going through something. Y'all still here. Y'all still here. And the beauty of it is this. No matter what storm is blowing in your life right now, you still here. As long as you still here, you can fight. And as long as you can fight, the outcome does not have to be written the way they want it written for you. You can dictate that. You can change that. You can move some stuff around. Shoot. You know, sometimes I think we have to go through things. I think we have to go through things because we get complacent sometimes in fear and even weakness. Nobody likes to hear that. But sometimes we do. We like to sit and, oh, woe is me. Sometimes you have to be put in a situation to be strong, just to remind yourself just how strong you are. Just how strong you are. People be afraid to, hey, sometimes you afraid to fry some chicken and cook some bacon until you get it and you get popped with that grease and you like, oh, shoot. This why I've been afeared of all this time. And then you frying up everything, frying biscuits. Yes, I have deep fried biscuits before and they are delicious. Sprinkle them with some sugar. You get them little donuts that you get at the Chinese food place. Y'all know them little things, the little round dough balls covered in sugar. My nephew loves to stick his little tongue out and lick them. I'm telling you, not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content. I'm living life like a turtle now. See, before, you know, in our youth, we want to run around like the rabbit. Just choom, 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 here to there. And a lot of you are running like the rabbit in your hoodoo practices. I'm going to run here, I'm going to run there, I'm run here, I'm run here. You better learn the turtle. Wherever the turtle go, he on his back. I mean, wherever he go, he's home. He can go here. I'm comfortable. I'm home. He go there. I'm comfortable. I'm home. So he ain't about to rush nowhere because he is comfortable wherever he is. And that's what we got to learn, y'all, just to be comfortable wherever we are. You drop me off in the boardroom, I'm cool. You drop me off in the hood, I'm cool. And now you drop me off in the country, I'm cool here too. Yes, roses, these are bang. Purple haze, it just means grape. It just means grape. And they are delicious. They hype me up, man. I might have church later on just because of how good they are. We might have church later, y'all. But I don't know. It's all dependent upon the wind and the storms. Because let me tell y'all, I've learned to be preemptive. If I see lightning, I'm just going to unplug my router. J.W. Fleming, the difference between being a turtle and being hesitant is that when you're hesitant, you don't go nowhere. A turtle's still moving. Lehin Dejon says now I don't know why I said that with a French accent. I don't know if that was French or not. We've been having some heavy storms here in Cape Town. I want some heavy flooding, but the grace of God on my family is safe and no property loss. That is awesome. That is awesome. Safe and no property loss. You know, my auntie's just down the road a bit. Lightning struck at her place too. And it struck near her well pump. And it did not hit the pump. It hit the ground, traveled underground, and bust the pipes. I was like, man, lightning been crucial around here. And I think about, I'm not afraid of thunder, not afraid of lightning. I'm cautious with lightning, but not afraid of it. And I go out and do stuff, probably stuff I shouldn't. Go ahead and do stuff in storms. And I'm like, a lot of times I'll tell y'all, if we on the phone doing a consultation or something, and I'm giving you what Spirit tells me to tell you, or I'm giving you some life advice, because some of y'all like, hey, Prophet, you cheaper than the therapist. And I'll be like, listen, this is one thing where I'll be perfectly honest. Do as I say and not as I do. Like if I'm telling y'all to have patience, I'll tell y'all to have patience, and I'm very impatient. Very. But I'm working on this. Sweet Jesus is still working on me. And so, I'll tell y'all all the time, listen, Spirit is one thing, but still have you some common damn sense. And so I've learned. I started thinking about that lightning. I found out lightning did not hit Hoodoo Central. It did not hit the house. It hit the ground and traveled up the wiring into the house. And I'm like, man, what if I'd have been out there? Because a lot of times, y'all know I love my animals, even the chickens. My little walking 8 pieces. My little walking 8 pieces. Love them to death. And when it starts raining, I go out there and check on them. I'm like, man, wait a minute. They have a tin metal roof. And I just put a proper coop in there. And that thing is sheet metal. And they are surrounded by chicken wire. And I'm like, I could have been hit. Man, shoot, but nobody found me. Nobody found me. But this time I had the common sense to stay in. Because, the Lord knew I gotta scare this knick-knock. I gotta scare him. Cause he's, I'm out here trying to blow over the dead trees so that the young trees can get some sunlight. I'm trying to do all this, and this knick-knock keep on going out here. I can't blow the trees over the way I want to. So let me scare him. So I looked out the window, the rain was going sideways. I looked at my little banana trees out there, and they just I was looking at one tree. It was blowing so hard. It was like this. And I was like, hey, it looked like a ponytail blowing in the breeze. And then it went, phew, and I was like, oh, the wig fell off. I was like, oh, man, they should have had Coco do her hair because the wig went phew, off the top of the tree. I said, good God almighty. As my daddy said, I said, oh, my God. But I don't know, man. We can't live in fear. If y'all take nothing away from this short stream, take that away. We can't live in fear. I mean, it's done gotten to the point, because I've always said this. The scripture says, for God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. He gave us power, love, and a sound mind. He did not give us fear. He loans us fear from the times we are in danger, or we heading towards something. Like, oh, you walking in the woods, I'm going to loan you this fear. Because remember I said fear keeps you from ending. I'm going to loan you this fear going through the woods, just in case you to stop walking. I'm going to loan you this fear, for when you walking through Southwest Atlanta around 2 a.m. in the summertime. In the wintertime, you good. Summertime, it's a little sketch. I'm going to loan you this fear for them, but you give it back. And you keep that power, love, and sound mind in your pocket. But see, some of y'all some fear burglars. Y'all done snuck into the Lord's toolbox and done grabbed the fear and holding on to it. Or he loaned you the fear, you didn't give it back. Some little fear burglars. And instead of having the fear stop you from ending, y'all using the fear to stop you from beginning. Y'all all the time, well, Prophet, I want to do this work, but is it gonna backfire? I'm gonna do this work, but I'm afraid of what I'll do with the power. Sit your scary tail down somewhere. Hold your hand out. Give it here. Sit your scary tail down somewhere. I'm afraid of what I'll do with the... Sit your scary tail down. Is it gonna backfire? Well, I mean, look at this. You can have a little bit of something and a whole lot of nothing. If you don't do the work, you got a whole lot of nothing. If you do, you get you a little bit of something. Worst case scenario. Sit your scary tail down. I'm afraid. Sit down somewhere. I ain't never before seen in my life people who find something to be afraid of. Good grief. That's why you better live life to the fullest. I was talking to a buddy of mine today, and we're talking about people who always tell, I don't eat this, I don't eat that. You ain't even tried it. What's up, Didi? Ain't even tried it. Talking about you don't eat it. You don't like it. Ain't even tried it. You could be missing out on all kinds of delicious little morsel-like treats. But you talking about you ain't gonna try it. I told my buddy, I said, man, there was a show called Fear Factor where they would have people eating stuff. I said, man, I'd be the only one on Fear Factor. Like, ask for some more. Like, can I get some more? Get some more? Get some hot sauce? Pass that Red Rooster. I'd be stealing off everybody else's place on Fear Factor. You know, shoot. But folks, I once had a buddy who was just scared of everyone. I don't eat that. I don't eat that. I don't eat that. And it came from the parents. I don't eat that. Joke only ate chicken. No matter where we went out to eat, he would look for the chicken. Go to Red Lobster and order chicken. Go to a steakhouse and order chicken. Chicken. When they finally came out with this place they have down here called Zaxby's. Zaxby's is just a chicken place. Man, I thought we'd never see that Nick Nog again. I thought we'd never see him again. They done came out with a Zaxby's. I thought we'd never see him again. I said, man, you don't even come out with me. Yeah, I knew somebody, and this person is awesome. Went to this, there's a spot up in Cobb County in Georgia. It's a speakeasy, right? It's a speakeasy. And if you don't know what a speakeasy is, it's a restaurant in the front, and they generally have a back room. In the back room, you access through a secret little corridor. So I knew the password, and I'm like, all right, come on. And so we go back, and there's this big, it's a freezer door, right? And so they're like, where we going? Went through the freezer door, and there's a hallway. And we go to the hallway, and I mean, it's nice back there. I mean, it is nice. I'm talking about leather and leather seating, y'all. Not that kind, because I know y'all will go left, like, whoosh, right now, none of them types of places. And I mean, and it's a trendy little spot. And this person orders a Caesar salad, plain. And then after the fact, come to find out, they were like, well, I don't know, bro. I thought you was trying to kill me. Like, what? I'm like, well, you take me. We going through a freezer door, and then I was like, man, did you see like the fear hindered the experience? Y'all, do not let fear hinder your experience of hoodoo. Don't let it. You know how many times I've told people the absolute worst that can happen is nothing. Y'all know what I mean by that? The absolute worst that can happen is nothing. But folks like, I don't know. I was going to do this money working, but what if it backfire? You think you going to do, man, come on. The worst that can happen is nothing. And that's worse. That to me, if I'm doing a money working, to me, that's the worst that can happen. Nothing. Cause money, shmoney, fetty, lettuce, lucci, all of it. I want it. So if it don't come, that's the worst that can happen. But people be so scary. Oh, I'm scared of lighting. Yeah, I don't want to do that work because I don't know. People living so, I give the simplest working with a candle. The simplest working with a candle. It's like, oh, well, what if I burn my house down? I'm like, good, sweet baby Jesus and the grown one too. God almighty. Y'all will be afraid to light. Look, that country's coming out afraid. Y'all will be afraid to light a candle, but we'll go hop y'all's happy tails in the middle of an intersection because you think that's where you collect the dirt from. You know what I mean? And somebody I love to death text me this morning like, hey, I didn't know you could collect dirt from the corners of the crossroads. I'm like, what are y'all out here walking into the middle of the intersection? Y'all, seriously, I'm asking a question right now. When it comes to a crossroads, were y'all out here walking into the middle of the intersection? Is that what y'all out here doing? Come on, be honest. Be honest. Y'all out here trying to get dirt from the middle of the intersection. Y'all standing up under the red light and everything, trying to get dirt from there. Look, Colleen telling on herself. Colleen like, yeah, I was waiting till a red light and running out. y'all stand on the side and wait till it says walk, and then you go there with a broom. You know what? Isabel said, I thought about it. Look, man, I don't know. I don't know. Y'all. Whew. I love y'all, man. I love y'all, man. Oh my gosh. Y'all out here doing the most. The most. Y'all doing the most. No, look, that's why y'all got to come down here. Although, let me tell y'all, the look Lake Hoodoo. If you don't know what Lake Hoodoo is, Lake Hoodoo. All right, here we go. Teachable moment. L in the chat right there. L, do you drive? Well, first, L, you don't have to tell me exactly, but where about are you located? Where about? Where about? Here we go. Teachable moment here. Yeah, we waiting on L. Yeah, where's my boy Kenny? And where's Jimmy at? Where's Jimmy? Where Kenny at? Well, I'm gonna help y'all out. Because L said I'm still trying to find the crossroads. Yo, let's break it down into components, right? Let's break it down to components. Crossroads. Let's split that into two words: cross and roads. Okay, all right, L, you in Chicago, you got a million crossroads up there. So I'm gonna help y'all out because sometimes if you don't know, you don't know. Crossroads. The first word is cross, right? What is a cross shape like? That's a cross, right? That's a cross. When you're walking along, what does this remind you of? Right. An intersection. An intersection is a crossroads because a crossroads is a place where the roads cross. An intersection. So wherever there's an intersection, that's a crossroads. It does not have to be an old dirt road. Wherever roads intersect is a crossroads. And guess what? It don't even have to be road. It can be streets. It can be an avenue. It can be a way. It can be a lane. Wherever roads cross is a crossroads. There we go. Bada boom, bada bing. See why it helps to have somebody guide you? And this wasn't just L. I actually get this a lot. Y'all have no idea, because if you don't know, you don't know. If you don't know, you don't know. I get that a lot. People are like, well, Prophet, where do I dispose? Because I may give a work and it says pour something out or leave something at the crossroads. And people will say all the time, well, where do I go if I can't find the crossroads? And I'm like, where in the middle of Afghanistan are you located that roads don't never cross? Like, where are you located that you can only, the lane's like the highway. Everywhere you go, it's like the highway. It's just there and back. Like, the roads don't never intersect wherever y'all are living. But if nobody ever told you, you don't know. In every intersection is a crossroads. Every one. Laheen, no. There is no difference. There is no difference. People will ask me that all the time. They'll go, well, what if, and I get that all the time. That's another thing I get all the time. People will say all the time, well, I live in the city. Where can I collect dirt from? Because all of our roads are paved. And my response is always, man, your city is spotless. Like, what? Like, is yours, like, are the roads made out of glass? And somebody's constantly Windexing them? Because I know the city I lived in, there was some dirt there. I don't care if I had to get down with a sheet of paper and, no lie. Dead ass. I mean, don't, you know what I'm saying? If you take a piece of paper and put it down on the pavement and do this with your hand, oh, you're going to get some dirt there. There, you have just collected crossroad dirt on a paved road in the heart of the city. And you can do it at the corner on the sidewalk. That's still a crossroads. That's still a crossroads. Y'all doggone folks out there. See, I'm more than just a pretty face. I'm a wealth of knowledge. When it comes to hoodoo, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. All right, y'all, let me pay this water bill. I'll be right back. Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't open up. What is this? All right, now I'll be right back. All right, I am back. I am back. Didi says, does it matter if at the end of one of the streets is dead end? No. Because see, here's the thing. This is all y'all need to be concerned with. All right? Don't be concerned with up here. Down, look, right here. That's where the magic is. Right in there. So you can be at this corner, that corner, that corner, this corner. That's where the magic is, right there. Don't worry about what's at the end of the street. Don't even worry about it. I don't care if it's a cemetery. I don't care if it's an electric chair at the end of the street. Don't worry about that. At the end of the street, that's the end. You worried about the crossroads. You worried about the crossroads. That's it. Now, I do think the lightning hit my camera. Because my camera, well, it started acting up when I brought them haunted dolls out. And it just has not been right since the lightning hit. So we got to work on that. Got to work on that. But look here, y'all. This is gonna be a short stream. I'm gonna leave it up. Y'all go back and watch it because I gave y'all some gems talking about these taters, and I'm gonna hop back on later on. Hopefully, because I don't know, how the wind and whatever is going to be. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to have class today, because I don't know how it's going to be. So, we'll see. I'm going to keep everybody in the know informed, but I will say this, because I've told folks time and time again, listen, if you don't have exactly right now what it takes to come to class, hit me up. I told y'all, let y'all put it on layaway. We meet every Thursday over Zoom, one-on-one, face-to-face. You can put it on layaway. Just don't make me come after my money though, because I will pull up. I'll pull up like Big Worm. Yeah, see how fuzzy my camera is getting? I need to buy a new camera. But that's like $300, man. I'm like, phew. Well, they may have to deal with some fuzziness for right now. So I got to get this shop open. Which we are open. Y'all come on down. Just let me know ahead of time. In addition to your shopping, I have some things planned. In addition to your shopping, I have some cemeteries I want to take y'all to, provided they aren't flooded. I am hoping to, because the GoFundMe did not take off like I wanted to, but I do hope to rent to own some of the 6-seater ATVs so I can take y'all through the woods. If not, we just got a carpool there. We'll get there, go walking through the woods. I am going to buy a bunch of the rubber boots for y'all. You got to bring your own dang on insect repellent. But I am going to have multiple sizes of rubber boots so we can go walking through there. And we'll have some fun. But we can talk to Brian. We can talk to Brian, the resident ghost, and the ancestors, if possible, Kelly, if possible. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play everything by ear, but hey, y'all come down. We're gonna have some fun. All right. But look here, y'all. Y'all have been amazing as usual. Maybe we'll come on later on and have a little Hoodoo Bible study. Get your scripture out. To get your sword out. And we're going to have some Hoodoo Bible study. And we're going to have a good time. Oh, my God. Somebody just bought y'all a few more minutes. Thank you so much, Davika, for hitting that Cashapp. Thank you for your support. I appreciate that. So, I had a story I was going to tell y'all, but I'm like, I ain't going I don't know. Sometimes the stories get a little too racy. Oh man, J Dub, I appreciate that. Sometimes stories get a little too racy. I'm like, I don't know, because I do want to take these streams and turn them into videos, like cut them down, turn them into videos. So I don't know. We just have to see. Roses. Hey, Rosie, you know how it works. Roses. Oh man, Nightbot got you. Man, Nightbot need to stop. I don't know why Nightbot be doing that, y'all. But look, that's Nightbot. That's not me. Charge it to Nightbot. Don't charge it to me. So, this is what I want y'all to start doing. Don't just write down spells or write down rituals. I want y'all to start doing them. I want y'all to start cataloging memories that trigger an emotional response. I was telling somebody a story about something that happened to me as a little kid, and I had to stop. Because I saw they were looking at me, and I was like, Lord, let me fix my face, because I'm getting mad all over again. And so that's something I can use when I'm doing work. If I need to do like a hexing or an offensive working, use that memory. Call that anger back forth. Shoot. I'm for real. I had to be like, man, let me fix my face. I'm getting mad all over again. Oh, man. But look here. I am going to get out of here. Because let me tell y'all, with the storms going on. Well, somebody else. And it's going to stop making the noise. Brown Sugar, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Brown Sugar hit up the Cashapp. I appreciate that. But look here, y'all. Yeah, we gonna have we Lord willing and the creek don't rise. We'll have Bible study / church. Bible study / church tonight. Lord willing and the creek don't rise. And then we'll have class, and then we'll all go pile into Prophetic Lex's chat. 'Cause, I think she's got game night tonight at 10. Tarot After Dark. I started to do Hoodoo After Dark, but then it was giving me flashbacks of when I was drinking and having Hoodoo After Dark. And it's like, man, whew. Like he says, how's Brian doing? You know what? Brian is still being Brian. I ain't firing that up in the house because I didn't invite him in. Brian is still being Brian. Still cantankerous and ornery. But we have built this rapport. Speaking of Brian and other spirits, y'all, the webinar that's upcoming on July the 5th at 7 p.m. It is going to be on working with spirits. How to establish a connection, how to maintain a connection, how to safely go into the cemetery, how to harvest a spirit and contain one. Because there is a way to contain one. Now that you're going to have a big set on you. And if you're a lady, you got to have a big old set of lady nuts, because, sometimes, they don't like being held in place. But we're gonna go through all that and everything, and it's gonna be fun. $10 through Cashapp or Venmo. Make sure you include your contact information, email, phone number. And if you are not in the US, because I found out a lot of y'all are not in the US. You can pay through my site. Just go through the current webinar link. Same thing applies. Make sure I have your contact information, because I don't be wanting to hear it. I'll be honest. Probably ain't get my link. I don't want to hear it. Because I told y'all what to do. Every webinar, I get at least 2 people who will just send me the thing. Just send it to me. Send me the money. And then I'm like, well, how am I supposed to, what, you want me to cash app you back $1 and put the link in there? Cause I ain't gonna do it. I ain't cash app you back $1. I ain't about to do it. I ain't about to do it. Shoot. Yeah, Rose, I said lady nuts. You gotta have a big old set of lady nuts if you're gonna play with some of these spirits. Shining Star says, so do you do hoodoo workings by the clock? Sometimes. But one thing I never do hoodoo workings with, and nobody down here does, is by the moon. Never do hoodoo workings by the moon. And nobody ever did. But what happened is the marketeers, see, y'all have to understand how this worked, right? The marketeers had a very limited access to us, the real workers down here. Very limited access. Very limited access to Mr. J. Very limited access to my dad. Very limited access to my grandma. Very limited access to Roosevelt Franklin. Very limited access to Prophet Eli. Very limited access to Dallas Moore. Very limited access to the real workers. So what they what they couldn't get, they just started making up. And what they did was they cherry picked things from different spiritualities and started telling y'all that it was hoodoo, like the moon. No one down here did that. No one down here did that. Honey's child, yes, I did. Thank you so much. So sorry about that. Thank you. And so, if they can't dazzle you with brilliance, they will baffle you with bullcrap. Dee, thank you. Hey, Dee, I don't know why I done stopped dinging. Do I have to clear this out? There you go. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to clear out. So it'll go, hey, we got to start dinging again. And so that's what they started doing. No PayPal. So they started just making stuff up. And see, I was talking to a buddy of mine today, right? And I'm also talking to y'all. I'm talking to y'all because, see, we've reached a point in society where we don't know fact from fiction anymore. See, growing up, we knew after a certain age what was real. We stopped teaching kids the difference between real and make-believe, right? See, after a certain point, we knew Spider-Man was Spider-Man. Superman was Superman. Neither one of those would ever be us. But we liked watching it for entertainment because they could do things that we couldn't. And it was entertaining. It was entertaining. Now, what we've got is a bunch of adults that do not know the difference between real and make-believe. And the reason I say that is, let's say the Lethal Weapon movies. Remember with Mel Gibson and Danny Glover? They spent 2 hours driving around, shooting everything, blowing up cars exploding all down the city block and everything. You know one thing they never showed? Them getting indicted for all that shooting they were doing. Never showed them getting put on riding a desk with internal affairs. It never showed them writing a police report. You know why? Because that don't sell tickets. Real life does not sell tickets. And the movie business is in the business of selling tickets. Just like the people who are writing a lot of these hoodoo books, they are in the business of selling books. And so if you go into it with that mindset, you'll understand, especially some of these other channels, right? Some of these other channels, they're like, listen, YouTube is not paying for truth. YouTube is paying for views. And so when you start seeing all this stuff, they're like, wait a minute, look, hey, these folks want to see something with the moon. So let me talk about the moon. These folks are watching these shows. Look, all these shows that shows magic. Here comes some idiot with a big old Bethlehem in their hand, like, oh, spirits. And then what do I get? The one out here trying to tell the truth about spirituality. They get a lot of folks coming up to them going, can I add my own blood to this working? Man, keep your blood in your body, you crazy jackrabbit. What's wrong with you? I wish a Nick Nog would come down here to a prophet. Look, watch what I'm about to. Man, get your tail away from here, you doggone crazy joker. What in the world? You don't get away from here. The truth is scary enough once you get into it, right? The truth is scary enough. But people want the sensationalism, the moon. When you tell folks that when you ask the question, when did the African ancestors on a foreign land, foreign language, foreign traditions and customs, foreign people, when did they have time to study astrology? When the people who brought them here did not even study astrology. But people want to tell you all the time, yeah, my sun sign and moon sign, which I have nothing but respect for astrology, but people will try to tell you that's hoodoo. When did the African ancestors have time to do all that? When? We get stuck on what if. And I tell you guys that all the time. You know, we can play the hypothetical game all day, but there's a difference between what is possible and what is probable. And people get stuck on what is possible. Is it possible that there was one person there plotting charts and stuff? Yeah, it's possible. You know why? Because anything is possible. But is it probable? Not bloody likely. Not bloody likely. See, y'all done got me doggone. Y'all always get me heated. Y'all always get me heated. Every time. Because it upsets me when, because the thing is, do other traditions work? Absolutely they do. Absolutely they work. I get mad when people start calling this other stuff hoodoo. Call it what you want it. Call it, I pulled it right out my hoodoo. But don't call it traditional hoodoo. Because I was just brainstorming one day and came up with this. If it works, who's going to argue with that? You can never argue with results. If it works, but don't call it hoodoo. It's just something I made up that works for me. Dude, I give you more props for that because you just came up with something that works. But don't call it hoodoo. So, y'all start buying into the truth. Buy into what is probable. Don't buy into what is possible. And ask yourself, do I want to learn or do I want to be entertained? I mean, I know I'm both, but not everybody is me. And some of these folks, they understand that. They understand it. I mean, they, get glammed up because they know there's somebody who's feeling down about the way they look, and they'll sit there and go, oh, well, look at this pretty young thing there. Maybe if I do this, I can look like her. No, you're going to look like you. And there's nothing wrong with that. Do I want to... I'll be mad. Woo-hoo. Do I want to be entertained or do I want knowledge? And shoot, you can't have both. Somebody, listen, Wildest Dream, if you still here, hit me on the text line. We'll work something out. Hit me on the text line. We'll work something out. But look here, y'all. I'm going to get out of here for real today. Right now. Because let me tell y'all, over the course of this storm, there was a lot of Call of Duty that did not get to be played. I had to go out there and tend to my chickens, which one thing I don't have to do is give them water. Oh, they got plenty of water. They got plenty of water. But I got to go collect eggs. I have a bunch of eggs that I need to wash because I have some muddy eggs. I got a bunch of eggs I need to wash and then put them in the refrigerator. Because y'all know y'all don't have to wash eggs until they get wet. If they get wet, then you got to wash them. Abdul, absolutely. Do you know how I have the same issue? There are no Orisha in Hoodoo. There are no Lawa in Hoodoo. There are no Impungo in Hoodoo. There are absolutely not. And yeah. Whew. All right, y'all get y'all's cancel button ready. Because I'm about to say it. My people, not the palm colors, my people. It be y'all that do it. It be y'all that do it. I had a brother tell me, oh, man, Prophet, Santa Muerte is really Oya when you look at it. And it's really Centella when you look at it. Centella is a spirit of Palo Mayombe. Here we y'all. They have to take y'all and spank y'all a little bit and get you turned back around. Like, come here, little tink. You just all over the place. You need to stop. Right, JW. JW just said a mouthful in the chat. JW said they're so anti-Jesus, they want to remix Hoodoo. And that's what the marketeers knew. The marketeers knew that a lot of people follow Hollywood. More people than want to admit follow Hollywood and think, well, they expect their spiritual experience to be like they saw in the movie, right? They expect their spiritual experience to be like they saw in the movie. So with that being said, people watch The Craft. It started way back then. People watched The Craft and they knew how many people could identify with those girls before they found Manon, right? They were like, man, I feel like an outcast. You know, I feel ugly. You know how, you can look at Hollywood and see the fakeness and the phoniness, even though it's entertaining. Wasn't none of them busted. Wasn't none of them women busted. But everybody treating them like they ugly. And like I know, back in Hollywood, people would have been clapping all them girls. They would have been clapping, but no, they're going to shun them because they're weird. Get out of here. Even the one with the scars on the back, Nev Campbell. Yeah, Nev Campbell. They would have been clapping, trying to holler. But they know people feel that. They feel like an outcast. They feel this. And how did they escape being an outcast? By magic. And they're like, and man, I'm telling you, the Wicca community blew up off The Craft. But see, it always happens like that. People watch a cop movie and then look, they come up with a good police officer movie. Next thing you know, everybody wants to be a cop. That movie Backdraft, everybody wanted to be a firefighter. The Craft, everybody wanted to join Wicca. The Skeleton Key, everybody wanted to come to Hoodoo. Y'all laying red brick dust everywhere thinking you can create a force field from your house. Caroline, they done barred the door. Y'all think y'all done made a doggone force field around your house. I think I made a force field. And marketers know this. So even though those of us that know, you that ain't how you use red brick dust. That ain't how you use red brick dust. The truth is, that ain't how you use red brick dust. The truth is, you can go down to Lowe's and buy you a 39-cent brick and an $8 hammer and have all the red brick dust you want. But no, the marketeers want to sell it to you for, man, I looked at the price of red brick dust on Amazon. Man, that stuff higher than greenery. Right, Jacqueline. Hollywood does like to mix cultures with magic because they're creating a script for entertainment. It's just some of these silly jackrabbits thinking they're watching a documentary, a how-to video. And to be perfectly honest, I don't think at any point Hollywood wanted what they put out to be a how-to video. They're trying to sell tickets. They're not trying to have... Do you think when they made Harry Potter, they wanted folks out here? Yeah, you may like, man, wouldn't that be great if... But y'all ain't out here, somebody like, give me all your money. And you gonna stand there. Hold on, y'all. I got this. Expelia. Bam, 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 bam. Try that. Try it if you want to. Real spirituality is a mix of spirit, magic, and common sense. You keep your spirit strong so that they can steer that robber away from you so that you may never even see them. Right? You know, the magic part, maybe the gun will jam. The common sense part, stay out the corner at 3 o'clock in the morning. But it's that wonder that's in society now, and that lack of emotional maturity. It's the lack of emotional maturity that has people like in destination addiction. It has people in destination addiction, right? It has you thinking, okay, maybe I can't Expelliarmus yet. And you keep on looking for a way to Expelliarmus something. Instead of just sitting in class, actually spending time, actually leaving your house, actually spending some money and getting a little bit of know-how. Because we're going to talk on the money part, and then I'm going to actually leave for real. Y'all hold on. I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. Abdul, please. What is the name of that Apollo movie? I gotta see this. Okay, so oh y'all, I am going to post my Discord link in the community section for about 3 hours. So get in. Because before I didn't want like a million people in my Discord, right? I didn't want a million people in my Discord. But I'm gonna post my Discord link for about 3 hours. You just gotta watch the community section. You just gotta watch. You see it and come on in. So yeah, you gotta see it and come on in. Brown Sugar said, I need that spirit class, especially the graveyard. I left offerings the last time I went and just collected dirt from the main walkway and not an actual grave. Smart. But I want to collect some dirt from an actual grave. All right, well, we're going to talk about that in the class. We're going to talk about that. But let me tell y'all about the money act, because I was like, that the gift come to you from God or whoever y'all say, we shouldn't have to pay for it. And I think, again, that's Hollywood. This is what y'all be thinking. Y'all be thinking you're going to come knock on an elder's door, myself, my daddy, so whoever. Y'all think y'all going to come knock on our door and we're going to come and be like, oh, it's you, the chosen one. I've felt a long time that you were coming. I felt a disturbance in the spirit. I knew that you would come and take Hoodoo to a whole new level. Come in. Let's begin your studies and your training, great one. What y'all think gonna happen? What y'all think? What y'all be thinking? In reality, it's like, I'm gonna have this class and you can pay to get in because some bunch of y'all gonna be knuckleheads. Some of y'all just want to talk. And hopefully the one that actually wants to learn, then I can teach you something. But in the meantime, this is the cost of admission. Come on in. This is the cost of admission. Folks use, hey, what's up, Magic with Jericho? Folks use pendulums in the graveyard, and now I know that no, don't do that. Why? Yeah, folks do that. And the thing about pendulums is this: it's the lack of control when it comes to what's on the other end of that thing. It's like flying a kite out in a thunderstorm, right? I could have fun, reel my kite in, and go in the house. But there's a potential that one time, right? That one time. And that's the same thing with pendulums. You could use it fine for no problem. And that's what happens. People will use them. So I've never had a problem with a pendulum. I don't know what they're talking about. And then after they post that, the next go around. That's the truth. That's the truth. All right, y'all. I'm getting out of here because I'm about to go eat something. And I'm going to play some Call of Duty while I still have some internet. I'm going to let everybody who's in class know about, whether or not we're going to have class tonight. I've got to check the weather report, y'all. I'm going to go tend to some stuff that needs tending to because a lot of stuff had been put on hold. And I think I saw a county truck riding down my road. So I'm finna see if they're out there getting ready because my road that leads to Hoodoo Central actually got flooded. So, and if y'all know, water on a dirt road ain't good. It ain't good. So I'm gonna let y'all know what's going on. But in the meantime, in between time, y'all stay posted. Watch. Y'all better watch because I want folks to actually come into Discord and spark some conversation. A lot of times in Discord, just be folks waiting for me to say something. They're waiting for me to say something. I know, y'all talk, spark a conversation. That's how we get out of that shyness. Because I'm telling y'all, if you're going to be a good root worker, you got to get out of that being shy mess. You got to get out of that, I'm just going to stay in the house mess. You got to get out. You got to work. You got to talk to people because you have got to know people in order to work people. You have to know people's thoughts, emotions, motivations. That's how you become an effective worker. That's how I became an effective hexer. Because I mean, back in the day, I'm kinder and gentler now, but I used to do you dirty. If I knew you were vain, man, I'd make you fat and pimply. If I knew you value your money, job gone. It gone. Everything gone. If I knew you like to sip a little bit of the bubbly and you loved your car, shoot, I'd put your car in a jar of liquor and spin it. Boom. Well, I used to do you dirty. But see, if you just a shy introvert, you don't know people. You don't know what motivates people. You only know Hollywood. Shoot. Better get out of that shyness. You're going to be stuck with somebody ugly. Now, I'm going to leave it with that. Shy people get stuck with ugly partners. Because you too timid to go up to the baddie. You too timid to go up to somebody who look like me. So you just stuck with somebody who come to you. Shy people get stuck with ugly partners. So you better break out of it. Don't cancel me, y'all. I'm just playing. But anyway, thank y'all so much. Thank you to everybody who shot me a donation. Thank you, Jeffrey, I got you. Thank you so much. Man, y'all have been amazing. I'm about to go eat. And hopefully I catch y'all tonight. Jim Pat, don't do it. Don't do it. Hey, what's up, Shelly? I'm going to leave this live up, y'all. I'm going to leave it up. Y'all, yes, Jericho, I am in the boonies, and I love it out here. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day. And if we don't have class tonight, we'll have it tomorrow. I'm going to check the weather and see what's going on, because I do not want a situation where, something happens and then I'm out of everything. Which, y'all, I'm going to close with this. This is what I'm really closing with. When lightning hit the house, I was like, man, doggone, I done lost everything. But you know how I've said, the scripture says, not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content. Y'all tell me why your boy was sitting here like, shoot, man, I'm gonna file this insurance claim, about to get a new TV, about to get a new Xbox, a new computer. Man, I'm talking about, I was sitting here in the dark, just smiling like, man, ooh. Because my pastor was always like, hey, y'all, we need a new roof on the church. We need a new roof on the church. We need a new roof, and collecting, like, ladies, y'all gonna spearhead this so we can collect the money for a new roof. Guess what happened, y'all? And this is how spirits work. The Creator, the Most High, ancestors, everybody, this is how they work. Tornado touched down, damaged the roof. So the insurance company came in and was like, Pastor Fleming, you're going to need a new roof. We're going to go ahead and process this claim. And so you end up with a new roof. And I was thinking about that, like, boy, I'm about to, paying on this insurance. So no, they about to pay back now. Well, it didn't happen. But you know what did happen? When the power came back on, I started plugging things in. The TV that I thought was damaged wasn't. The Xbox that I thought was damaged wasn't. The Roku, not damaged. Even the surge protector that was black. If you look at the picture from yesterday's video, the surge protector, the only thing that was damaged was the actual cable line and the cable modem. The modem. Even the surge protector, I plugged stuff back in, it was working. So I'm like, hey, you know what? No, you. Because in my mind, y'all, when I do that, I'm like, you. And in my mind, God down there like, they're like, nah, you. It's you. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. But I know it's also, Big Mama. Hey, Mr. J came through, because I tell y'all, the one time the power went out, I'm like, Mr. J, I need you. I'm like, hey, he came through. So with that being said, y'all, I'm up out of here. I may cook up my little taters. Cook up my little harvest of taters. Start cleaning me some eggs while lunch is cooking. And hopefully I see y'all later on. But if I don't, I'll definitely see y'all tomorrow. So don't worry. Tomorrow the sun will rise. And like I said before, if we wake up and the sun don't rise, well, we got more to worry about than whatever problems we got going on right now. All right. So with that being said, man, love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good one. And Prophet is out.